What's up, YouTube? Freedom Concepts channel here again. What is it, Friday night? December the 22nd. We got two, let's see. Two nights left until Christmas, yeah. Christmas is on Sunday this year. Speaking of Christmas, I went and bought me something. And all my friends know that I'm a 40 guy. Have been since I started getting into guns. And when I first got into guns, I really didn't know anything about pistols or anything. And so I just bought a 40 because one of my friends had a 45. One of my friends had a 9mm. I wanted to be different. Two of my friends actually had 9mm, so I went with 40. And this was my first ever handgun. It is a Taurus PT 740 Slim. My wife bought it for me. This gun was pretty revolutionary in its time. I mean, not revolutionary, but it was one of the first single stack 40 calibers on the market. I believe the only other at the time was Carr. There was a few other manufacturers, but this was on the leading edge of single stack pistols when this came out, and it was a good competitive option. Have put well over 1,500 rounds through this gun. I've had one hiccup with this gun, and it was reloaded ammunition. Did not like reloads or the ones that I bought anyway. So the topic of today's discussion: what did I buy myself for Christmas? Well, let's do a weapons clear. Let's see, magazine out. Nothing in the chamber. Bought myself a Gen 4 Glock 19. 9mm. Yeah, I know. I'm a 40 guy. Well, I've been sporting, this is my main concealed carry piece for 4 or 5 years now. And my go-to-war handgun was a Gen 2 Glock 22, made in 1995. I bought it used. Old police issue pistol someone turned into a pawn shop. I bought it, picked it up for like $350 at the time. Put well over 1,000 rounds through that gun. But why did I switch from 40 to 9mm? Well, I switched from 40 to 9mm because I'm a better shot with 9mm. I don't know what it is. I've shot metal frame 40 calibers, and they're not so bad, the heavier ones. But your Glock 40 calibers and your light polymer 40 calibers, they kick harder than 45s. I don't know what it is. The recoil's a lot snappier than 45, 9mm. And I've done a little research on the 40 caliber round. It's essentially a short 10mm cartridge that the FBI come up with to prevent over-penetration with the 10mm, and I believe they were carrying 10 mil, and so it was just a hybrid round created, and so it is a snappy round. It is an overpowered round, overcharged, essentially. It's more expensive. I shoot better with a 45 than I do a 40, and I shoot better with a 9mm than I do with both of them. And the Glock 19 just fits my hand like a glove. I mean, it was like we were made to be together. And this is a Gen 4. And so I went to my local gun store, Shooters of Columbus, Georgia. And those guys are pretty good over there. They're pretty good. I'm not going to say they're the best. Their service could use a little work. Their customer service could use a little work. I've had a few incidents over there, but nothing that has kept me from going there. Anyhow, Glock 19. Okay, so I went into my local gun store. I start looking. Okay, so I sold my Gen 2 Glock, a trade-in to get a new pistol. I knew I was going to trade it in because I'm a one caliber man. I don't have novelty guns that I don't keep around and don't shoot that collect dust. I don't. My guns are specific to a need. I don't have any extra guns that kind of are like safe queens. I mean, I might, when I get rich, who knows, probably will spend money on guns like that. But every gun I have fits a specific role within my home defense concealed carry life. So I traded in my Gen 2 Glock 22. I was in the gun store and I looked at the FN9C. I looked at the Smith & Wesson M&P 9C. I looked at, I looked at the Springfield XDMs. I was thinking about getting away from Glock. I've always been a Glock guy. I've had Taurus pistols, but they break down just like a Glock. Been a Glock guy. Of course, I was considering the Glock 19, and then I was looking at the SIG P320, and I really didn't look at any Walthers I wish I had at the time. I like the Walther PPQ. Wish I would have took a look at a few of those. But I basically boiled it down to two guns, the SIG P320 and the Glock 19. The FN9, and this gun, I knew that the gun I get, the first gun I get, 9mm, I knew I'm getting rid of all my other 40 guns. My first 9mm guns got to serve as a concealed carry gun and home defense. So I wanted it to be compact, but I really kind of wanted like the thinnest compact 9mm I could get, double stacked. I mean, I know that's a lot of needs all in one, and I believe Glock pretty much won that battle. Not just that, it felt amazing in my hand. I have short, chubby fingers, and so this Glock 19 just fits it amazing. And so, the P320 felt really good in the hand too. Like the ergos and everything on that gun is exceptional. And I battled, guys, for like an hour sitting there at that counter. Of course, I've done reviews on the SIG P320 and battled for an hour and weeks in my head thinking, okay, should I buy the SIG P320? I thought the modular design of it was cool. That you could take the chassis out, buy a frame, a conversion kit, whatever, essentially have a large frame pistol and a concealed carry pistol. But what eventually won me over is like, dude, you're probably going to want the Glock 43 as your next pistol. Either the Glock 43 or the Smith & Wesson Shield. The Smith & Wesson Shield, because it's priced better than the Glock 43, but the Glock 43 because it's a Glock 43 and it's Glock. And so, I mean, I battled over, and I really considered buying that SIG P320. I was like, man, SIG's really awesome, and this is like, everybody's raving about this pistol, but man, I felt this Gen 4 Glock 19 and I couldn't get over it. So I went with this, and so that's my 9mm story. The rounds are cheaper, I shoot better. Gen 4 really has, by cutting this back strap down, I don't even need back straps. I told you about my short fingers and my small hands, but man, this gun just feels like it was made for me. So anyhow, check it out, America. Put that base plate on myself. Came off the Gen 2 Glock 22. As for my Taurus PT740, I'm giving it to my father. My dad raves about this gun. He wants it. He loves the small compactness and the power hitting that comes out of this gun. It really does. I mean, it is a good pistol, guys. I do have a friend that had a 709 that exploded in his hand, broke his finger. But other than that, I haven't heard a lot of bad things. I've put over 1,500 rounds through this gun. Haven't had a problem. I had one problem. The reloads caused part of my magazine to chip off. The I don't know what it's called, but the thing that the bullet sits on and pushes the bullets up. Those started chipping off in my gun with the reloads. Have I ever had it jam? Yeah, and I think that was mostly with reloads, and very rarely did I ever see this thing jam for the most part, even with steel case ammunition, guys. It's been a champ. I really can't. Awesome concealed carry. Comes in at 19 ounces unloaded, 19 point something ounces. I think only the car was lighter at that time. The car. I forgot what they call that, the PM40, something like that, the CPW, yeah. So, you know, now they got the Smith & Wesson Shield. Yeah, this is going to my dad. Getting away from 40, guys. That's my video, my discussion, my philosophy behind that, why I'm doing this. I'm not a fanboy. Well, you could consider me a Glock fanboy, but hey, what it is. So I'm gonna go shoot this Sunday for the first time, along with my Smith & Wesson Sport, M&P Sport. I'll probably do an update on the True Glow 1-6, guys. Stay tuned for that. This is Freedom Concept Channel signing out.